my friend, for the ukulele, when we put chords together, we base chords off of notes. These notes are based off systems called family chords or key signatures. There are 7 notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or a diatonic scale, which essentially means every chord has a root, a third, and a fifth, meaning we have pull and push between these notes and how we hear them. Dissonances make it feel tense, but when we add them with full chords, which have consonances, those same distances becomes kind of pleasing, doesn't it? So one of the things we do in the key of C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again, these notes, 7 of them, and then the 8th repeating, do to do, have a tendency to have this feel of pull and release. When we're talking about modes, we are talking about moving the half steps in these 7 note structures. Almost all music is learned through the eyes of the major, so when we describe how to play something different than the major, that is the concept we must first learn. I just changed this A string, so it's a little funky. When we play C for C major, D for D minor, the open E or E at the 4th fret for E minor, no matter how you want to play these inversions. F for F major, G for G major, A for A minor, and then B for B diminished or G7. These chords, when we play them, have a dyad. The reason why we call it a diatonic scale is because the 7 notes, when you just look at the first harmony, they determine whether a chord is major or whether a chord is minor. When we play C major, the C and E determine that major third. When we play the D minor, the F and A determine that minor third. Just the same way with E, and then when we move it up, we would get our major 4 for our F major, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, what we're going to talk about today is how to play any melody in the key of C major and then use D Dorian over the top. Now, it sounds better when it's over minor chord progressions. However, if you have 2 and 2, what's the difference? You're still playing in the key of C, right? Watch me now. I'm going down. I'm just going to play something like a, let's resolve on the 1. So we'll have like an E minor to an F major to a G7 to a 1, the C. So E minor to an F major to a G7 or the B diminished back to 1. So in the key of C major, D Dorian is what happens or what we get if we played the scale of C major, but we start from the secondary scale function, which means when we don't play the C, but we start any movement we have from that D, or more or less we kind of use our half steps, D, E, F, G, A, B. The reason why it's D Dorian is because in the key of F major or D minor, which share a key signature, its D minor is D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, meaning you get, that's called Aeolian or natural minor, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Dorian. It means we play natural minor, 1, 2, flat 3, because every minor mode has a minor third as its median. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and flat 7 is Aeolian. What we're doing is we're actually just putting in that natural 6 again, which leads us to have D, E, F, G, A, B natural, C, and then D. So if we played that same progression, oh, I don't have my looper on, do I? We can use that D Dorian. That B and that E to F are the 2 awesome parts of that D Dorian. D, E, F, E, F, G, A, G, A, B. These are the patterns that we learn to form melodies. So when trying out new modes, try it in every key. If we were going to play, let's say, in the key of G, well, what's the second chord in the key of G? G has 1 sharp. Why? C has none. C, D, E, F, G. G has 1 sharp. That first sharp is F sharp. So anytime you play C major now, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. C Lydian is G Ionian, G major. When we play G major goes to A minor because G, A. Well, the secondary position in every major key is a minor chord. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, and then diminished. If you have any questions about any of this, or if it went over the top of your head, but you love music and you just want to know what this stuff means, check out this channel and have fun with music. Aloha to you.